Hello my friends and welcome back to Whisper English. This video is a story about a very long journey. It is a story about the journey of learning English. Learning a language is a slow journey and it is a beautiful journey. In this video, the story shows how a person learns to speak and how a person learns to listen every day. This story is for everyone who is on their own journey. It is a story about practice, and it is a story about patience. Thank you for watching this story about the English journey today. Chapter 1. The first word. Tom is a young man who lives in a very small and quiet village. In this small village, everyone speaks the same language, and life is very simple every day. Tom is a kind man, but he feels that his world is very small because he does not know any other languages. He looks at the blue sky and he thinks about the big world outside his village. One day, Tom finds an old book in his house. The book is dusty and very old, and on the front of the book there are letters he does not know. These letters are the English alphabet. Tom opens the first page of the book very slowly. He sees the first letter. The first letter is the letter A. Tom looks at the letter A for a long time. He says, A. He says it again, A. It is a new sound for him. He feels happy. Then he sees the letter B. He says, B. He follows the letters with his finger. A, B, C, D. He says the letters over and over again. He says them slowly. He says them loudly. He says them softly. The alphabet is like a song to him. He practices the letters in the morning when the sun is rising. He practices the letters in the afternoon when he sits under the big green tree. He practices the letters in the evening when the moon is bright in the dark sky. Tom wants to learn. Tom wants to understand. After learning the letters, Tom sees his first word. The word is hello. He looks at the letters H, E, L, L, and O. He tries to say the word. He says hello. He says it to the flowers in his garden. He says hello to the birds in the trees. He says hello to the water in the river. The word hello feels very special in his mouth. It is his first English word. He feels like a door is opening in his mind. He repeats the word hello many times. Hello, hello, hello. He smiles because he is learning something new. Then he sees another word. The word is sun. S-U-N. He looks at the bright sun in the sky, and he says, sun. He understands that the word sun means the big yellow light in the sky. He is very excited. He learns the word apple. He sees an apple on his table. He says apple. He says A is for apple. He is learning the basics. He is learning the foundation. Every day, Tom sits with his old book. He does not go out to play. He does not talk to his friends. He only wants to look at the letters. He wants to know the sound of every letter. He writes the letters in the dirt with a wooden stick. He writes A, B, C. He draws the letter D. He draws the letter E. He is a very beginner, but he is a very good student. He tells himself, I can do this. He says, I want to learn English. He knows that English is a bridge to the big world. He thinks about the people far away. Do they say hello too? Do they look at the sun too? Tom feels a connection to the world for the first time. He learns the word book. He touches his book and says, book. He learns the word man. He looks in the mirror and says, man. He is a man with a book. He is a man who is learning. He learns the word friend. He thinks about the friends he will have in the future. He says the word friend softly. It is a beautiful word. He practices the word water. He drinks water and says, water. Every object in his house now has a new name. The chair is a chair. The table is a table. The door is a door. Tom walks around his small house and points at everything. He says the names in English. He says them slowly. He says them clearly. He wants his tongue to be comfortable with the new sounds. Sometimes he forgets a word. He looks at the table and he forgets. He opens his book again. He finds the word table, he says. He is not sad when he forgets. He knows that learning takes time. He knows that he must be patient. He is very patient with himself. He spends hours saying the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. He sings the alphabet song he found in the back of the book. The song helps him remember. He sings the song while he cooks his dinner. He sings the song while he cleans his small floor. The house is no longer quiet. The house is full of English sounds. Tom is no longer just a man in a village. He is a student of the world. He feels proud. He looks at the letter Z at the end of the alphabet. He has finished the first step. He knows all the letters from A to Z. He knows simple words like hello, sun, apple, and book. This is the beginning of his great adventure. He closes the book at the end of the day. He feels tired, but his heart is very full. He looks out the window at the stars. He wonders what the next chapter will bring. He says one last word before he sleeps. He says, good night. It is a new word, Goodnight. He says it to the stars. He says it to the moon. He says it to himself. Tom falls asleep with a smile on his face. He is happy. He is learning. He is growing. The journey has started. The first word was just the beginning. There are many more words to come. There are many more stories to tell. Tom is ready. He is ready for chapter 2. He is ready to see more of the world through English. Chapter 2. Small Steps. The next morning, the sun is very bright and warm. Tom wakes up and he feels very different today. He remembers the words from yesterday. He remembers hello, sun, and good night. But today, Tom wants to do more. He wants to take small steps. He wants to speak to people. Tom looks at himself in the small mirror. He practices his first sentence. He says, hello, my name is Tom. He says it very slowly. Hello, my name is Tom. He says it again and again. He wants his voice to be strong. He wants his voice to be clear. He says, I am Tom. This is a very small step, but for Tom it is a very big step. He goes to his door and he opens it. He walks outside into the green grass. He sees his neighbor, Mr. John. Mr. John is an old man. Mr. John is working in his garden with some flowers. Tom feels a little bit nervous. His heart is beating fast. He walks slowly to Mr. John. He stops and he smiles. Tom says, hello. Mr. John looks up and smiles back. Tom feels happy. Then Tom says his new sentence. He says, my name is Tom. Mr. John nods his head. Mr. John says, hello, Tom. Tom is very excited. He understands. He understood the word hello and the name Tom. Tom wants to say more. He says, I am a student. He is learning English, so he is a student. He repeats it. I am a student, Mr. John says. That is good, Tom. Tom does not understand every word Mr. John says, but he understands the feeling. The feeling is kind. The feeling is friendly. Tom walks to the small market in the village. He sees many people. He sees a woman selling red apples. Tom remembers the word apple from his book. He walks to the woman. He points at the fruit and says, "Apple?" The woman smiles and says, "Yes, this is an apple." Tom says, "1 apple, please." He is using new words. He's taking more small steps. He pays for the apple and he says, "Thank you." This is a new word for him. THANKYOU, thank you. He says it slowly. He says it with a smile. The woman says, "You are welcome." Tom walks away and he feels like he is flying. He is speaking English in the real world. He sits on a wooden bench near a fountain. He sees a young boy playing with a dog. Tom says hello to the boy. The boy says, "Hi." Tom says, "My name is Tom. What is your name?" This is a question. Tom practiced this question in his mind. The boy says, "My name is Sam." Tom repeats the name. "Sam. Hello, Sam." Tom feels very proud. He is having a conversation. It is a very short conversation, but it is a real conversation. He is not just reading a book anymore. He is using his voice. He is using his breath. He is using his courage. Tom looks at the dog. The dog is brown and white. Tom says, "Dog?" The boy laughs and says, "Yes, a big dog." Tom learns a new word. Big. The dog is big. The sun is big. The world is big. Tom says, "Big dog." He is putting two words together. This is a new step. He is building a bridge with words. Every word is a small stone. Every sentence is a bigger stone. Tom stays in the market for a long time. He says hello to the man selling bread. He says thank you to the girl selling flowers. He says, "My name is Tom," to everyone he meets. Some people look surprised, but most people are very kind. Tom realizes that people like it when you try to speak. People like it when you are friendly. In the afternoon, Tom goes back to his small house. He is very tired, but he is not sleepy. He takes his old book. He writes down the new words he learned today. He writes, "Thank you." He writes, "Big." He writes, "What is your name?" He reads the words out loud. His house is full of his voice. He says, "I am Tom. I am a student. I am happy." He repeats these sentences 10 times. He repeats them 20 times. He wants the words to stay in his head. He wants the words to live in his heart. He thinks about tomorrow. What will he learn tomorrow? He knows that learning is slow. He knows that he cannot learn everything in one day. But he knows that small steps are important. If he takes a small step every day, he will go very far. He looks at the table. He looks at the chair. He looks at the door. He says, "Hello, chair." "Hello, table." He is practicing even when he is alone. He is very dedicated. He is very focused. He wants to change his life. He wants to see the world. He knows that English is the key. He holds the key in his hand. He is turning the key slowly. The door is starting to open. Tom feels a great peace. He is no longer afraid of the big world. He is a part of the world now. He can say his name. He can say hello. He can say thank you. These are simple words, but they are powerful words. They connect him to other people. They make him feel like he belongs. Tom watches the sun go down. The sky is orange and purple. He says, "The sun is beautiful." He is using more words. He is growing every hour. He is learning every minute. Tom is a beginner, but he is a brave beginner. He is ready for more. He is ready for the next day. He is ready for the next person. He is ready for chapter 3. He says good night to his small village. He says good night to his new friends. He says good night to himself. Tom is happy with his small steps. Chapter 3. The library card. The sun is rising again and Tom feels very strong today. He has his old book, but he wants more books. He wants to see more words and more pictures. Tom remembers a big building in the center of the town. The building is the library. The library is a house for thousands of books. Tom walks to the library slowly. He carries his small bag. He sees the big wooden doors of the library. He feels a little bit small, but he is not afraid. He opens the doors and walks inside. The library is very, very quiet. It is a peaceful place. It smells like old paper and clean wood. Tom looks at the walls. There are books everywhere. There are red books, blue books, and green books. There are big books and small books. Tom sees an old woman sitting at a large desk. She is the librarian. Tom walks to the desk. He remembers his small steps from yesterday. He smiles at the woman. He says, "Hello, my name is Tom." The woman smiles back very kindly. She says, "Hello, Tom, how can I help you?" Tom understands the word help. He says, "I want a book, please. I am a student. I am learning English." The woman nods her head. She takes a small piece of plastic. She says, "You need a library card." Tom looks at the card. It is a small white card. It has his name on it. Tom, this is his library card. The librarian says, "With this card, you can take books home." Tom is very, very happy. He says, "Thank you." "Thank you very much." Now, Tom is a member of the library. He walks to the back of the room. He looks for the section for children. He looks for children's books because the words are simple. He finds a small book about a cat. The book has big pictures and small words. He sits at a small table. He opens the book. He sees a picture of a cat. He reads, "The cat is black." He understands. He sees another picture. He reads, "The cat likes milk." Tom smiles. He is reading a story. It is a very simple story, but it is a real story. He reads the whole book. He reads about the cat and a small mouse. He reads about the cat and a red ball. Tom feels very proud. He says to himself, "I am reading. I am a man who can read English." He finds another book. This book is about the weather. He sees pictures of the sun, the rain, and the snow. He learns the word snow. He learns the word cloud. He learns the word wind. He reads the sentences slowly. He reads them 2 times. He reads them 3 times. Repetition is his friend. The library is very quiet, so Tom can hear his own voice in his head. He stays in the library for many hours. He looks at the clock on the wall. It is time to go home. Tom takes the 2 books to the librarian. He shows his new library card. The woman smiles and says, "Enjoy your books, Tom." Tom says, "Thank you. Have a good day." He walks out of the library and he feels like a king. He has 2 books in his bag. He has new knowledge in his mind. He walks home through the park. He sees the green grass and the tall trees. He thinks about the words in his books. He says, "The grass is green. The tree is big." He is using his new words to describe the world. He arrives at his small house. He sits at his wooden table. He opens the book about the cat again. He wants to study every word. He wants to know every letter. He writes the new words in his notebook. He writes library, he writes card, he writes story, he writes cat. He is very happy with his library card. It is a very important card for him. It is his ticket to a bigger world. He knows that books are like friends. Books can tell you many things. Books can show you many places. Tom is no longer alone in his learning. He has the library, he has the librarian, he has the stories. He feels very lucky. He practices his reading until the moon is high in the sky. He is tired, but he is very satisfied. He looks at his white library card one more time. He puts it safely in his pocket. He says, "Tomorrow I will read more. Tomorrow I will learn more." He closes his eyes and he thinks about the books. He thinks about the cat and the sun and the library. He is a happy student. He is a brave man. He's ready for chapter 4. He says, "Good night, books." He says, "Good night, library." He falls asleep with a heart full of stories. Chapter 4. Listening to the wind. The morning is very quiet and the air is very cool. Tom sits by his window and he looks at the trees. He has his books and he has his library card, but today he wants to do something new. He wants to listen. He knows that English is not just in books. English is a sound. English is a voice. English is like music. Tom has a small radio and an old phone. He wants to find English sounds. He turns on his small radio very slowly. He hears many sounds. He hears music. He hears people talking. At first, the voices are very fast. They are too fast for Tom. He does not understand. He feels a little sad. He thinks, "The people speak so fast. Can I ever understand?" But Tom is a patient man. He remembers his small steps. He remembers chapter 1 and the alphabet. He decides to listen to the wind first. He listens to the birds. He listens to the rhythm of the world. Then he finds a special channel on his radio. It is a channel for people who are learning. The voice on the radio is very slow. The voice is very gentle. The voice says, "Hello, how are you today?" Tom smiles. He understands. He says back to the radio, "I'm fine, thank you." Tom is listening to a podcast. A podcast is like a story for the ears. The man on the podcast speaks about the weather. He says, "Today is a sunny day. The sky is blue. The sun is warm." Tom looks out his window. He sees the blue sky. He feels the warm sun. He listens to the words again. Sunny, blue, warm. He says the words with the radio. He repeats the sounds. He listens to the way the man says the letter S. He listens to the way the man says the letter T. Tom is training his ears. His ears are like small doors. He is opening the doors to the sounds of English. He listens for 1 hour. He listens for 2 hours. He does not stop. He hears a song on the radio. The song is very sweet. The song is about a family. Tom hears the word mother. He hears the word father. He hears the word love. He does not know all the words in the song, but he feels the music. The music helps him remember the words. He starts to sing very softly. Mother, father, love. He sings it again. He sings it while he walks to the kitchen. He sings it while he makes his tea. Listening is a new adventure for him. He goes outside and sits under his favorite green tree. He closes his eyes. He wants to listen to the world in English. He imagines the trees are saying, "Tree, He imagines the wind is saying wind. He imagines the grass is saying green. He is surrounded by English sounds now. He goes back to his house and listens to a new podcast. This podcast is about food. The woman on the podcast says, "I like bread, I like milk. I like water." Tom goes to his kitchen and looks at his food. He says, "I like bread, I like milk. I like water." He is matching the sounds to his life. He is matching the voices to his world. Listening is making him very happy. He feels like he is not alone. He feels like the voices on the radio are his friends. They are his teachers. They are with him in his small house. Tom practices his listening every day. He listens in the morning. He listens in the afternoon. He listens in the evening. Sometimes he listens to the same story 10 times. He listens to the same song 20 times. Repetition is the key to his success. He knows that if he listens many times, his brain will remember. His brain is becoming a library of sounds. He hears a new word on the radio. Repetition is the key to his success. He knows that if he listens many times, his brain will remember. His brain is becoming a library of sounds. He hears a new word on the radio. The word is beautiful. Beautiful. The man says, "The world is beautiful." Tom repeats, "The world is beautiful." He likes this word very much. It is a long word, but it is a good word. He writes it in his notebook. He listens to how the man says the T in beautiful. He practices the sound. He is very careful. He is very diligent. Tom finds that listening helps his speaking. Because he hears the correct sounds, he can make the correct sounds. He is not afraid of the fast voices anymore. He knows that one day he will understand the fast voices too. But for now, he is happy with the slow voices. He is happy with the gentle songs. He is happy with the wind and the birds. He feels a connection to the big world through these sounds. He thinks about the people who make the podcasts. He thinks about the people who sing the songs. They are far away, but their voices are in his room. He says, "Thank you to the radio." He says, "Thank you to the singers." He is a very grateful student. At night, Tom lies in his bed. He does not read his book tonight. Instead, he listens. He listens to the quiet night. He hears a small cricket. He hears the wind in the trees. He says, "Good night, world." The world is beautiful. He feels very peaceful. He feels very calm. His ears are full of English. His heart is full of music. He is ready for sleep. He is ready for a new day. He is ready for more sounds. Tom is growing every day. He is learning to listen. He is learning to hear. He is ready for chapter 5. He closes his eyes and he hears the song again in his mind. Mother, father, love. He falls asleep with a smile. The journey is getting better and better. Chapter 5. Fear of speaking. The sun is high in the sky and the village is very busy today. Tom stands at his window and looks at the street. He has his books, he has his library card, and he has his radio. He knows many words now, he knows many sounds. But today, Tom feels a new feeling. He feels fear. It is a small fear in his heart, but it feels very heavy. Tom wants to speak to people, but he is afraid. He is afraid of making mistakes. He is afraid that people will laugh at him. He is afraid that his English is not good enough. He says to himself, "I know the word apple, but can I say a long sentence?" He looks at his hands. They are shaking a little bit. This is the fear of speaking. Tom wants to go to the market, but he stays inside his house. He thinks, what if I say the wrong word? What if I forget the grammar? What if someone asks me a question and I do not know the answer? These thoughts are like gray clouds in his mind. He sits on his chair and he is very quiet. He is not happy today. He feels like a prisoner in his own house because of his fear. But then Tom looks at his old book from chapter 1. He sees the letter A. He remembers how hard it was to learn the alphabet. He remembers how happy he was when he said, "Hello," for the first time. He realizes that fear is just a feeling. Fear is not a wall. Fear is a shadow. Tom decides to fight his fear. He says, I will go outside. I will speak. It is okay to make mistakes. He repeats this many times. It is okay to make mistakes. It is okay to be a beginner. It is okay to learn. He says it slowly. He says it loudly. He wants his heart to hear it. He puts on his shoes. He opens his door. He walks into the street. The sun is warm, but Tom feels cold because he is nervous. He sees a man he does not know. The man looks like a traveler. The man has a big map in his hands. The man looks lost. Tom thinks, this is my chance. I must help. His heart beats very fast. Thump, thump, thump. He walks to the man. He opens his mouth, but no words come out. He is very afraid. He takes a deep breath. He thinks about the podcast from chapter 4. He thinks about the slow and gentle voice. Tom says, hello. The man looks at Tom and says, hello. Do you speak English? Tom feels a big wave of fear. He wants to run away. But he stays. He says, yes, a little. I am a student. The man smiles. The man is not laughing. The man is happy to see Tom. The man says, I'm looking for the library. Where is the library? Tom knows this word, library. He remembers chapter 3. He feels a little bit better. He says, the library is there. He points his finger to the center of the town. He wants to say more, but he forgets the words. He says, walk, street, left. His English is not perfect. He makes a mistake with the grammar, but the man understands. The man says, go straight and then turn left. Thank you so much. Tom smiles a very big smile. He did it. He spoke to a stranger. He made a mistake, but the world did not end. The man was happy. The man was grateful. Tom feels the fear leaving his body. The gray clouds in his mind are going away. He walks further into the market. He sees a woman with a small dog. Tom says, hello, I like your dog. The woman says, thank you. His name is Rex. Tom says, Rex is a good name. Rex is a big dog. They talk for 2 minutes. Tom makes more mistakes. He says, he like, instead of he likes, but the woman does not care. She is happy to talk to Tom. Tom realizes that speaking is about connecting. It is not about being perfect. It is about sharing a moment. He feels very light. He feels very free. He goes to a cafe and he says, 1 coffee, please. The waiter gives him a coffee. Tom says, thank you. Have a nice day. He is using his voice like a tool. He is using his voice like a gift. He sits at the cafe and he watches the people. He realizes that everyone makes mistakes sometimes. Even people who speak English well make mistakes. He says to himself, I am brave. I am a speaker. I'm not afraid anymore. He stays in the market all afternoon. He speaks to the baker. He speaks to the flower girl. He says hello to everyone. His fear is gone. It is replaced by joy. It is replaced by confidence. Tom goes home in the evening. He is very tired, but he is very, very proud. He looks in the mirror and he says, "Well done, Tom. You were brave today." He writes in his notebook. He writes, "Mistakes are okay. Mistakes help me learn. Speaking is fun." He is a different man now. He is not just a student of books. He is a student of life. He knows that chapter 5 was the hardest chapter, but he finished it. He conquered his fear. He knows that his English will get better every day because he is not afraid to try. He says good night to his house. He says good night to his fear. He falls asleep and he dreams of long conversations. He dreams of many friends. He dreams of a big, beautiful world where everyone talks and understands. Tom is happy. Tom is free. Chapter 6. The First Friend. The sun is shining very brightly on a beautiful Tuesday morning. Tom walks to his favorite bench in the park. He has his book and his notebook, but today he does not want to study alone. He feels a little bit lonely in his big journey. He looks at the people walking by. He looks at the children playing. Suddenly, a young man sits on the other end of the bench. The man has a big backpack and a camera. He looks like he is from a faraway country. Tom feels his heart beat a little bit faster, but he remembers chapter 5. He is not afraid to speak anymore. Tom looks at the man and he smiles. He says, "Hello." The man looks up from his camera and smiles a very warm smile. He says, "Hello, my name is Mark. What is your name?" Tom is very happy. He knows these words. He says, "My name is Tom. Nice to meet you, Mark." Mark says, "Nice to meet you too, Tom. I am from France." "I am a traveler." Tom thinks for a moment. He knows the word France. He knows it is a country far away. Tom says, "France is a beautiful country." Mark laughs and says, "Yes, it is, but I like your village too. It is very quiet and green." This is the first time Tom has a real friend to talk to in English. They sit together for a long time. Tom tells Mark about his life. He says, "I live in this village. I am a student. I learn English every day." Mark listens very carefully. He says, "Your English is very good, Tom." Tom feels so proud. He feels like a tall tree. He says, "Thank you, Mark. I practice with my radio. I practice with my books." Mark shows Tom his camera. He shows Tom pictures of mountains and oceans. Tom learns new words like mountain, ocean, and travel. He says, "I want to travel too. I want to see the mountains. I want to see the ocean." Mark says, "You can do it, Tom. English will help you." They talk about many things. They talk about their favorite food. Mark likes bread and cheese. Tom likes apples and soup. They talk about their families. Mark has a sister. Tom has a small family in the village. They talk slowly. When Tom does not know a word, he uses his hands. When Mark speaks too fast, Tom says, "Slowly, please." Mark is very patient. A friend is someone who is patient. A friend is someone who listens. Tom realizes that having a friend makes learning very easy. It is not like a lesson in a book. It is like a game. It is like a story. They walk together to a small cafe. Tom buys a coffee for Mark. Mark buys a cake for Tom. They eat and they talk. Tom says, "You are my first English friend, Mark." Mark says, "And you're my first friend in this village, Tom." Tom feels a very warm feeling in his chest. This is the power of language. Language brings people together. Language makes strangers into friends. Two people from different countries are sitting together and laughing because of English. Tom thinks about the alphabet from chapter 1. He thinks about the hello from chapter 2. Every step was for this moment. Every word was for this connection. They spend the whole afternoon together. The sun begins to go down. The sky becomes orange. Mark says, "I must go to my hotel now, Tom." "But let's meet tomorrow." Tom says, "Yes. Let's meet at the park tomorrow at 10 o'clock. They say goodbye. Tom walks home and he is not lonely anymore. He has a friend. He has a real friend named Mark. He goes to his house and he writes in his notebook. He writes, "Today I met Mark. Mark is from France. Mark is my friend. We talk in English. We drink coffee. We are happy." Tom repeats the word friend many times. Friend, 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 it is his favorite word now. He realizes that English is not just a subject to study. English is a way to have friends all over the world. He thinks about all the people in France and America and many other places. He can talk to them now. He can listen to their stories. He can share his own stories. Tom feels like his world is getting very, very big. He looks at his map on the wall. He points to France. He says, "Hello, France." He points to his village. He says, "Hello, Tom." He feels like he is a part of a big family. He practices his sentences for tomorrow. He wants to tell Mark about the library. He wants to tell Mark about the big green tree. He is very excited for the next day. He does not want to sleep because he wants tomorrow to come fast. But he knows he needs rest. He lies in his bed and he smiles. He says, "Good night, Mark. Good night, friend." He feels very peaceful. He knows that his life is changing. He is not just a man in a small village anymore. He is a man with a friend from the world. He is a man who can share his heart. Tom falls asleep and he dreams of traveling with Mark. He dreams of big mountains and blue oceans. He dreams of many friends sitting on many benches. The journey is beautiful. The journey is full of love. Tom is ready for chapter 7. He is ready to write more of his story. Chapter 7. Writing from the Heart. The morning air is very still and the village is waking up slowly. Tom sits at his small wooden table with a new book in his hands. This book is not for reading. This book has empty pages. The pages are white and clean. Tom has a black pen. Today, Tom wants to write. He wants to write from his heart. He remembers all the chapters of his journey. He remembers the letters. He remembers the library. He remembers his friend Mark. Tom wants to keep these memories in his new book. This is his diary. A diary is a book for your secrets and your feelings. Tom looks at the white page for a long time. He feels a little bit nervous again. Writing is different from speaking. When you write, the words stay on the paper forever. Tom takes a deep breath. He puts his pen on the paper. He writes the date. Monday. He feels a little bit nervous again. Writing is different from speaking. When you write, the words stay on the paper forever. Tom takes a deep breath. He puts his pen on the paper. He writes the date. Monday. Then he writes his first sentence. Today I am happy. He looks at the sentence. It is a simple sentence, but it is true. He writes another sentence. I have a friend. His name is Mark. Tom smiles. He likes seeing the words on the paper. He writes about the sun. The sun is yellow and warm. He writes about his house. My house is small and quiet. Tom is writing his story. He is writing his life. He thinks about how he felt in chapter 5 when he was afraid. He writes, I was afraid to speak, but now I am brave. He writes the word brave in big letters. B-R-A-V-E. He wants to remember that he is a brave man. He continues to write. He writes about his favorite food. I like red apples. He writes about his dreams. I want to see the big mountains. I want to see the blue ocean. Writing helps Tom think. Writing helps Tom understand his own mind. When he writes, I am happy, he feels more happy. When he writes, I am a student, he feels more proud. He writes for 1 hour. He writes for 2 hours. He does not stop. He fills the first page. He turns to the second page. He writes about the library. The library is a good place. The books are my friends. He writes about the librarian. The librarian is very kind. Tom is using all the words he learned in the past weeks. He is using big, small, beautiful, and grateful. He is making a garden of words on the paper. Every word is like a flower. Every sentence is like a tree. Tom realizes that writing is a very special gift. He can talk to himself through the paper. He can see his progress. He looks at his writing from the beginning of the day and he compares it to the end. He is getting better. He is getting faster. He writes about the sounds he hears. I hear the birds. I hear the wind. He writes about his feelings for the future. The future is bright. Tom likes the sound of his pen on the paper. Scratch, scratch, scratch. It is a very peaceful sound. He thinks about Mark. He wants to show his diary to Mark one day. He wants to share his heart with his friend. Tom writes a letter to his mother in his diary. He writes, Dear Mother, I am learning English. It is a beautiful language. I am very happy. He knows his mother will be proud. He knows his family will be happy. Tom stays at his table until the sun goes down. The room becomes a little bit dark. Tom lights a small candle. The light of the candle is warm. Tom writes one last sentence for the day. I love my life. This is the most important sentence of all. He closes the diary. He touches the cover of the book. It feels warm. This book is now a part of him. It is a part of his soul. Tom realizes that he is not just a student who reads and listens. He is now a writer. He is a man who can tell his own story. He is a man who can share his feelings with the world. He feels very, very satisfied. He puts his pen away. He puts his diary under his pillow. He wants to keep his stories near him while he sleeps. He thinks about the next chapter. He thinks about the world outside. He knows that he has a voice and now he has a pen. He is ready to write more. He is ready to share more. He is ready to grow more. Tom looks at the moon through his window. He says, Good night, my diary. Good night, my heart. He feels a deep peace. He feels a great joy. He is ready for chapter 8. He is ready to understand the whole world. Tom falls asleep and he dreams of a big book. A big book with his name on the cover. A big book full of beautiful English words. The journey is wonderful. The journey is full of magic. Tom is a writer now. Chapter 8. Understanding the world. The morning sun is shining on Tom's desk, and today Tom feels very curious. He has his books, his diary, and his radio, but now he wants to see more. He wants to understand the whole world. Tom has a small computer. For a long time, the computer was just a black box to him. But now Tom knows English. He knows that English is the language of the internet. He opens his computer slowly. He sees the screen light up. He goes to a website that shows news from many countries. He sees photos of big cities, tall mountains, and blue oceans. He sees people in Africa, people in Asia, and people in America. Tom starts to read the titles of the stories. The words are a little bit difficult, but he is patient. He sees a story about a forest. The title says, "The green forest is beautiful." Tom knows the word green. He knows the word forest. He knows the word beautiful. He understands. He feels like a giant. He is sitting in his small room, but his mind is traveling across the ocean. He reads about a new school in a small village far away. He reads about a man who helps animals. He reads about the weather in London. It is raining in London, the website says. Tom looks at the rain in the picture. He feels like he is there. He is understanding the world. He is not just a man in a small village anymore. He is a citizen of the world. Tom spends many hours reading the news. He uses his dictionary when he finds a new word. He finds the word environment. environment. It is a very long word. He learns that the environment is the nature around us. He reads that the earth needs our help. He reads about clean water and green trees. Tom feels a new feeling in his heart. He feels a responsibility. He thinks, I am learning English to talk to friends, but I am also learning English to understand the earth. He feels very serious and very focused. He finds a video of a woman speaking about the world. She speaks slowly. She says, "We must love our world. We must help each other." Tom nods his head. He says, "Yes, I agree." He is having a conversation with the world. He writes new words in his diary. He writes world, earth, news, and people. He repeats these words many times. The world is big, but English makes it feel smaller. English makes the people far away feel like neighbors. Tom looks at a map on his computer. He sees how many countries speak English. He sees that he can travel to many places and talk to many people. He feels very excited. He thinks about Mark, his friend from France. He sends Mark an email. An email is a letter on the computer. He writes, "Hello Mark, I am reading the news in English. I'm learning about the world. The world is very big and beautiful. How are you?" He clicks the send button. He feels very modern. He feels very connected. Tom realizes that knowledge is power. When you understand the news, you are not afraid of the future. You know what is happening? You know how to help? Tom reads a story about a garden in a city. The people in the city are planting flowers together. Tom thinks about his own village. He thinks about his own garden. He wants to do something good too. He is learning about the world so he can make his village better. He is learning to bring new ideas home. Tom stays at his computer until the stars come out. He sees a photo of the moon on his screen. The moon looks the same in every country. The moon is the same for everyone. Tom feels a deep peace. He is a student of the world now. He understands that we are all the same. We all want to be happy. We all want to be safe. We all want to have friends. English is the bridge that shows him this truth. Tom closes his computer gently. He feels like his head is full of stars. He feels like his heart is full of people he has never met. He is grateful for the internet. He is grateful for his English lessons. He is grateful for his curiosity. He lies in his bed and he thinks about the tall buildings in New York and the quiet forests in Canada. He says, "Good night to the world." He says, "Good night to the people in the news." He says, "Good night to the earth." He feels very small, but he also feels very important. He is a man who understands. He is a man who cares. He is ready for chapter 9. He is ready to find his own voice and speak for the world. Tom falls asleep and he dreams of a big blue planet spinning in the dark sky. The planet is beautiful. The planet is home. Tom is a part of it all. Chapter 9. The Confident Voice. The morning sun is very bright and the sky is a very clear blue today. Tom stands in front of his mirror and he looks at his face. He does not see the shy man from chapter 1. He sees a man with a strong heart. He sees a man with a confident voice. Tom knows many words now. He knows how to read, he knows how to listen, and he knows how to write in his diary. But today, Tom wants to do something very brave. He wants to have a long discussion. He wants to speak about big ideas. He walks to the village square where people gather to talk. There is a small group of people sitting under the big tree. Some people are from the village and some people are travelers like Mark. Tom walks to the group and he sits down. He feels a little bit of air in his chest, but it is not fear. It is excitement. It is energy. A woman in the group is talking about the environment. She is talking about the river in the village. She says, "The water is not very clean. We must do something." Tom listens carefully. He understands every word. He feels a fire in his heart. He wants to help. He waits for his turn to speak. He opens his mouth and his voice is very clear. He says, "I agree with you. The river is very important for our village." The people look at Tom. They are listening to him. Tom continues, "I read the news on the internet. In many countries, people work together to clean the water. We can work together too." Tom is speaking in long sentences now. He is using words like important, together, and clean. He is not just saying hello, he is sharing an opinion. He is sharing a plan. A man in the group asks Tom, "What can we do first, Tom?" Tom thinks for a moment. He feels very calm. He says, "First, we can talk to the children. We can teach the children to love the nature. If the children love the river will be clean for a long time." The people nod their heads. They like Tom's idea. Tom feels a great joy. This is his confident voice. It is a voice that can help. It is a voice that can lead. If he says a word wrong, he says it again. He is focused on the message. He is focused on the people. He realizes that a confident voice is not a perfect voice. A confident voice is an honest voice. It is a voice that comes from the heart. After the discussion, the woman says to him, "You speak very well, Tom. You have good ideas." Tom says, "Thank you. I study hard every day because I want to help our world." Tom walks home and his feet feel very light. He feels like he is walking on clouds. He goes to his house and he speaks out loud to the walls. He says, "I can speak, I can lead. I can make a difference." He says these words 10 times. He wants to feel the power of the words. He realizes that English has changed his soul. Before he was quiet. Now he is a communicator. He is a part of the conversation. He sits at his table and he writes in his diary. He writes, "Today I spoke in the square. People listened to me. My voice is strong. My voice is confident. I'm happy to help my village." He uses his black pen to draw a star next to the sentences. It is a gold star day. Tom thinks about the future. He knows that chapter 9 is a big milestone. He has found his voice. He has found his confidence. He is ready to use his English for good. He is ready to be a teacher. He is ready to be a friend to everyone. He looks at his books on the shelf. They are not just books anymore. They are his tools. They are his weapons against silence. Tom feels a deep sense of purpose. He knows why he learned the alphabet. He knows why he went to the library. He knows why he listened to the radio. It was all for this moment. It was all so he could speak for his village and for the earth. He watches the moon rise over the trees. He says, "Good night, my voice. Good night, my village." He feels very, very peaceful. He knows that he is ready for the next step. He is ready to give back. He is ready for chapter 10. Tom falls asleep and he dreams of a clean river. He dreams of many people talking together in the sun. He dreams of a world where every voice is heard. Tom is a confident man. Tom is a happy man. The journey is truly amazing. Chapter 10. Teaching Others. The sun is shining on a beautiful Saturday morning, and Tom feels a new purpose in his heart. He has his books, his diary, and his confident voice, but he does not want to keep his English only for himself. He remembers how hard it was in chapter 1. He remembers the fear and the silence. He looks at the children playing in the dusty streets of his village. He sees their bright eyes and their big smiles. He thinks, "I can help these children. I can give them the key to the world." Tom goes to the small community center in the village. He talks to the manager. He says, "Hello, my name is Tom. I want to teach English to the children. I want to teach for free." The manager is very surprised and very happy. He says, "That is a wonderful idea, Tom. You can use the small room with the big windows." Tom goes to the room and he prepares for his first class. He cleans the wooden table. He puts his old book on the desk. He finds some white chalk and a blackboard. He is a teacher now. At 4 o'clock, 5 small children walk into the room. They are a little bit shy. They look at Tom with big eyes. Tom smiles at them. He remembers chapter 2. He says, "Hello, my name is Tom. What is your name?" The children are quiet at first. Then a small girl says, "My name is Maria." Tom says, "Hello, Maria. Nice to meet you." Soon all the children are saying their names. Tom feels a great joy in his chest. He picks up the white chalk. He writes the letter A on the board. He says, "A is for apple." The children repeat together, "A is for apple." Their voices are small, but they are very clear. Tom feels like he is watching a flower grow. He teaches them the alphabet. He teaches them the word sun. He teaches them the word book. He is very patient. He knows that learning is slow. He says, "Good job, very good, many times." He wants the children to feel brave. He wants them to be happy. He tells them a story about a cat. He uses his hands and his voice to make the story fun. The children laugh. They are not afraid of the new language. They are playing with the words. Tom realizes that teaching is the best way to learn. When he teaches the letter B, he understands the letter B better. When he explains the word friend, He feels the word friend deeper in his soul. The class lasts for 1 hour. At the end, the children say, "Thank you, Teacher Tom." Tom feels a tear in his eye. He is so proud. He is not just a student anymore. He is a teacher. He is a helper. He walks home and he feels very light. He thinks about the future of these children. One day they will read books. One day they will talk to travelers like Mark. One day they will see the big mountains. He is building a bridge for them. He sits at his table and he writes in his diary. He writes, "Today I taught my first class. I taught 5 children. They are very smart. They are very brave. I am so happy to be a teacher." He realizes that his journey was not just for him. His journey was for his village. He is giving back the gift he received. He spends his evening preparing for the next class. He draws pictures of animals. He writes simple songs. He wants his students to love English. He wants them to love learning. He repeats the words teacher, student, and lesson many times. He is embracing his new identity. He looks at his library card from chapter 3. He thinks, I will bring the children to the library too. He is a leader now. He is a man who shares his heart. Tom watches the stars and he feels a deep peace. He knows that chapter 10 is a very special chapter. He has found the secret of happiness. The secret of happiness is helping others. He says, "Good night, my students. Good night, my village." He feels very, very grateful. He knows that his voice is now many voices. He's ready for the next challenge. He is ready to help his whole village. He is ready for chapter 11. Tom falls asleep and he dreams of a big school. A school full of books and laughter. A school where every child has a key to the world. Tom is a teacher. Tom is a giver. The journey is full of light. Chapter 11. A bridge for the village. The morning air is filled with the smell of wet earth and the sound of the flowing river. Tom stands by the water and he looks at the old, broken bridge. For many years, the bridge was weak and the people could not cross the river safely. But today is a very big day for the village. A group of people from a global organization has arrived. They are here to help build a new bridge. These people come from many different countries and they speak English. The village leaders are worried because they do not speak English. They do not know how to talk to the visitors. Tom sees the worry on their faces. He remembers chapter 9 and his confident voice. He walks to the village square and he sees the international team. They have big maps and metal tools. Tom walks to the leader of the team, a woman named Sarah. He smiles and says, "Hello, my name is Tom. I live in this village. I speak English. Can I help you?" Sarah looks very relieved. She says, "Oh, thank you, Tom. We need to talk to the people here. We need to know where to put the stones." Tom feels a great sense of duty. He is now the bridge for the village. He is not a bridge made of wood or stone. He is a bridge made of words. He stands between the village leader and Sarah. The village leader speaks in his language and Tom listens carefully. Then Tom speaks to Sarah in English. He says, "The leader says the ground is very soft near the big tree. We must put the stones near the rocks." Sarah understands. She says, "Thank you, Tom. Tell him we will start there." Tom translates the message back to the leader. Everyone is smiling now. The silence is gone. The confusion is gone. Tom works all day. He explains the plans. He explains the needs of the village. He explains the ideas of the engineers. He uses words like bridge, safe, strong, and future. He is using his English to build something real. He is using his English to make the village safe. He thinks about chapter 1, when he only knew the letter A. He thinks about chapter 3 in the library. All his hard work was for this moment. He is not just a teacher or a student anymore. He is a protector. He is a communicator. The children he teaches in chapter 10 come to watch. They see Teacher Tom talking to the visitors. They see that English is useful. They see that English is powerful. Tom feels very proud to show them the way. He tells the children, "Listen, this is why we study." For 1 week, Tom works every day from morning until evening. He translates many conversations. He helps the visitors find food and a place to sleep. He tells them stories about the village. He tells them about the big green tree and the quiet library. The visitors love the village because of Tom. They feel welcome. The village leaders are very grateful to Tom. They say, "Tom, without you, we could not build this bridge." Tom says, "I am happy to help. English is my gift to the village." Finally, the new bridge is finished. It is a very strong bridge made of gray stone and black steel. It is beautiful. There is a big celebration. Everyone walks across the bridge together. Tom walks in the middle. He feels the strong ground under his feet. He looks at the river below. He looks at the people from the world and the people from his village. They are shaking hands. They are laughing. They are friends. Tom realizes that language is the strongest bridge in the world. A stone bridge can break, but a bridge of understanding lasts forever. He writes in his diary that night. He writes, "Today we opened the new bridge. I helped my village. I helped the world. I am a bridge. I am so happy." He feels a very deep peace in his heart. He knows that his life has a very big meaning. He's not just one man. He is a part of a global family. He looks at his reflection in the window. He sees a man who changed his world with words. He is ready for the final step. He is ready to see the global impact of his journey. He is ready for chapter 12. Tom says good night to the new bridge. He says good night to the world. He falls asleep and he dreams of many bridges connecting many villages all over the earth. The world is small. The world is one. Tom is the bridge. Chapter 12. The global impact. The sun is rising over the village and the light is golden and beautiful. Tom stands on the new stone bridge he helped build in chapter 11. He looks at the water and he looks at the green trees. But today, Tom is not looking at the bridge. He is looking at his phone and his computer. Tom's story is now a very big story. People in other villages heard about the man who learned English and built a bridge. People in other countries heard about the teacher who taught children for free. Tom started a small community on the internet. He called it the World of Words. At first, it was just Tom and his 5 students. But now, there are hundreds of people. There are people from his village, people from the next town, and people from far away across the blue ocean. They all want to learn together. They all want to be a bridge like Tom. Tom sits in the community center, but the room is now full of computers and books. Many people come to help him. Mark, his friend from France, came back to the village to help. Sarah, the leader of the bridge team, sent many new books for the library. Tom is now the leader of a global community. He sees that his small step in Chapter 1 changed the life of many people. He sees a young boy in a different country reading the same old book Tom had. The boy says, "Hello," because of Tom. Tom feels a very, very deep joy. It is a joy that fills his whole body. He realizes that when you learn, you change yourself. But when you teach, you change the world. This is the global impact. Tom organizes a big meeting on the internet. He sees many faces on the screen. He sees people with different colors of skin. He sees people with different clothes. But they all speak the same language now. They speak the language of friendship. They speak English. Tom says to the group, "Hello, my friends. We are one family. We learn so we can help. We learn so we can love. We learn so we can make the world a better place." Everyone on the screen smiles. They say thank you in many voices. Tom feels that the world is no longer a big, scary place. The world is a garden. The world is a home. Tom walks through his village in the evening. He sees a new school being built. He sees a clean river because the people work together. He sees the children from Chapter 10 reading books under the big green tree. One of the children, Maria, runs to him. She says, "Teacher Tom, I want to be a doctor. I want to help the world like you." Tom pats her head and says, "You can do it, Maria. You have the key." Tom goes to his house and he sits at his wooden table for the last time in this diary. He looks at his first notebook. He looks at the letter A. He smiles. He takes his pen and he writes the final words of his journey. He writes, "I started with one word. Now I have a world of friends. English was the door, but love was the house. We are all connected. We are all important. My journey is finished, but our journey is just beginning." Tom feels a great peace. He is no longer just Tom from the village. He is Tom, a citizen of the world. He is a teacher. He is a bridge. He is a friend. He closes his diary slowly. He feels the weight of the book. It is a heavy book because it is full of life. He puts the book on the shelf next to his library card. He walks to his window and looks at the stars. He says, "Good night" to the children. He says, "Good night" to Mark and Sarah. He says, "Good night" to the whole planet. Tom is very, very happy. He knows that the first word he learned, "hello," was the most important word of all. It was the word that started the magic. Tom lies in his bed and he feels the quiet night. He is ready for a new dream. He is ready for a new life. He is ready for the future. The world is bright. The world is beautiful. And Tom is a part of it all. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you learned something new today. If you liked this video, please click the like button because it helps the channel very much. If you want to see more videos like this, please click the subscribe button so you can see my new videos every week. You can also share this video with your friends and your family if you think they will like it too. Sharing is a very kind thing to do. Thank you again for spending your time with me today. I am very happy that you are here. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye for now and have a very lovely day.